Hey everybody, how's it going? We are live. Just give me a little thumbs up or, confirm whatever you got to do to confirm that I'm live, that you can see and hear me. Make sure the audio and video are good. I want to make sure that we don't have any issues with that. I am trying out some new hardware here. I've got a camera here that is different from my webcam. Whoa, hold up. There we go. Usually I'm on this, on my webcam. But I am going to be using, in addition to this, this bad boy right here. Oh my gosh, I got to get used to this. Okay, here we go. Looks like I'm live. I want to say hi to everybody here. We got Michael. Hey, how's it going? Alea, always good to see you here. John, hi, big smiley face. Glitched player. Hey, Brad is good at convincing me to watch his streams. That's great. Awesome. John also says Brad's not just a web developer, but also an entrepreneur. That's great. Yes. And I want to make sure that people know that I'm not just a coder guy. That's my trade. By trade, I'm a web developer, but by craft or passion, by calling, I'm a entrepreneur and business owner and an educator. So that's something that I'm really passionate about. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that I'm not just about the coding. I'm about actually helping people start businesses in their niche, in their with their skills, and helping people get started and take control of the parts of their life that they should have control over. So let's see, more hellos, more people here. We got Millie from Arizona. Nice to see you. Lots of people. Awesome. Wayne from Nashville. Awesome. Aaron, good to see you from sunny San Diego. Hola, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Suzanne, Tamir, hi, all is fine. Bailey, howdy, doing well. Awesome. Jeet, how's it going? John from the Philippines, watching here at our office during work hours. Amazing. I'm so glad to be a part of your workday. That is awesome. And let's see. Brad, you're not going to poison us with any dodgy code, are you? Says Michael. I'm assuming you watched that poison video. Very unfortunate. Oh, well. No, I'm going to be injecting value into your lives today as best as I possibly can. So grateful, very blessed to have you guys here. Appreciate it. We got a growing list of people watching live. That is amazing. I love it. Loves it. So quick little rundown on the agenda here and how this works. This is Office Hours Live, and Office Hours Live is what I do for my Freelancing Freedom students. And in the past, it's been exclusively just for Freelancing Freedom students. In fact, it was actually only for the masterclass students, and then other Freelancing Freedom students in the other courses didn't have access to it. So we decided to open it up to all Freelancing Freedom students. But then we realized, let's open it up to everybody, and give priority to the Freelancing Freedom students at our website over there so that we can answer their questions first. But we thought, let's open it up to everybody because this is a great way of letting people know about Freelancing Freedom. I'm preaching to the choir when I'm doing these for Freelancing Freedom students. They're already convinced, I want to start a business, and I want you to help me get there. So, I'm preaching to the choir. What about the people who don't even know about Freelancing Freedom? I want as many people as possible, at least as many relevant people as possible, meaning I want the right people to know about Freelancing Freedom. The people who are already at Freelancing Freedom, y'all are already here and you get priority, okay? But I want to make sure other people know about this so that we can welcome them in and say, hey, Freelancing Freedom is a thing. If you want to know more about it, get started. And so it's kind of a bit of a promotional tool, but mainly an education tool. So that's what Live Office Hours is. Talking fast, and look at that. Don't even have a little bit of water. What we do with office hours, excuse any sounds if you hear stomping and things like that. I do work from home in my home office here, and there are kids upstairs bouncing around. So it's all good. I'm going to be answering questions. The agenda today, let me get back on track. The agenda today is to answer your questions. Just throw them up there in the chat box. And my business manager, Alea, everyone say hi to Alea. You'll see her in the chat right over there. She's going to be, what's the word? Moderating everything. Any questions you have, she'll throw them up on a list on my Trello board so I can see the incoming questions, and I will answer your questions as best as I possibly can. So don't hesitate to ask questions right there. Also, I'm going to be sharing, probably why some of you are here, a lesson from my brand new course called Launch Your Freelance Business, or Launch Your Business. Or just in the short form, launch. I quite like that. It's lesson 6 from module 4. It's called the triple threat business model. I call it the triple threat business model. And you definitely don't want to miss this part. I'm really excited to share this part with you. So I'm going to be showing you that. It's it is edited, but it's a full lesson from the course. And no one's ever seen it before. It's never before seen footage. It's an entire lesson. And if you only see that with this live stream, if that's all you get from this live stream, then you're going to get a lot of value from it. Because like I said, this is something that's going to be in my new course. And I also want to let you see the kind of value you're going to get with this new course, which is going to be entirely replacing Freelancing Freedom, the original Freelancing Freedom course. Of course, everyone here who is in the masterclass already has access to Launch, and we will be opening the doors to Launch relatively soon. I don't have a set date on it yet, but I'm going to say within the next few weeks, I'm going to open the doors for pre-orders because I am almost done production, filming, and everything like that. But we'll get to that in a moment. So I'm going to be sharing lesson 6 with you. It's called the triple threat business model. So stay tuned for that. And finally, with our Q&A mixed throughout, I'm going to be giving you a free gift called the Revenue Roadmap. In fact, as a matter of fact, if you want that free gift, I'll share it with you after, but at any time you can go to the description of this video and you'll see a link called the Revenue Roadmap. That'll get you on the waiting list for Launch, and I'll send you the Revenue Roadmap. So make sure you do that. Alea says, I've logged your question. Michael's question. Yes. If you have questions, Alea will not miss them. She'll throw them into my Trello board, and I will do my best to answer all of them. So don't hesitate to ask questions about business, freelancing, getting clients. Remember, the scope and context of this live stream is about business, entrepreneurship, starting a business ideas, working from home, online business, that sort of stuff. It's not really specifically about which coding language. I know I'm like the coding guy on YouTube. So I understand why people want to ask coding questions, but we're going to try and keep the coding questions to a minimum, because this is not about which coding languages to learn. But if you have a specific question, I'll do my best to answer whatever question it is. Suzanne says, I tried to load the roadmap from another webinar you gave it, and I never got it to my mail. Suzanne, you probably signed up for the roadmap when we had a major tech glitch that went unnoticed for like weeks. The roadmap works now, and it's improved, and you will get your results. So when you're done the roadmap, the email will go to you. So sorry about that if that happened to you in the past, but it will work now. Okay. Without further ado, who wants to just jump straight into the lesson for the behind the scenes secret lesson from our new course? Never before seen. No one's ever seen this before. Absolutely brand new material. Very excited to share this. If you want to see that, let's hear it. Throw some thumbs up, and we'll jump in. We got a lot of people watching right now, so I'd like to get as many eyes on this as possible. And if at any point you want to get on the waiting list for the course, you're watching it and you go, I really like this. I want to know more about this course. In the description of this video, there's a link to grab the Revenue Roadmap. In order to grab the Revenue Roadmap, you have to get on the waiting list for the course. There's no obligation to buy anything. It's all free. Getting on the waiting list is free. It's just a way for me to let you know about the course. But if you want to know about the course, do that. Get your free gift. You'll be on the wait list, and you'll get your Revenue Roadmap. It sounds like people are pumped. Everyone's ready. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's jump into the first lesson, our behind the scenes lesson. This one's called the triple threat business model. So listen up, stay tuned, take some notes if you want, get on the waiting list, and let's do this. quite a lot about different business models in the last few lessons. And in our previous lesson, I let you know about the very lucrative digital product model, where your earning potential is where your earning potential is virtually limitless. So why do the whole service thing and book clients? Why not just jump ahead and create a fabulous online course and make tons of money? If only it were that easy. And believe me, I've seen many money-hungry so-called gurus over the years come and go with that very mindset. Some have succeeded at the expense of their long-term reputations and their customers' bank accounts, although more have failed, tail between their legs, with their opinion of their ability to be an entrepreneur forever tarnished. You see, the problem with cutting the line and jumping straight to the more lucrative business model is that most people do it for the wrong reasons. They often have money and success on the forefront of the mind, and they're thinking about their own personal desires. Simon Sinek, the guy who talks about find your why, you know him, in one of his newer talks, says that the reason why people believe capitalism and businesses are evil and greedy is that the modern bastardized version is, in fact, greedy. Nowadays, if you take a business class, the professors preach that the sole responsibility of an entrepreneur is to maximize shareholder value, make as much money for these people as possible. You see, honest business, ethical entrepreneurship, and a healthy free market mean that the customer is in control. And every purchase they make acts as a vote. And they are the ones who decide which businesses succeed, including your business. I believe as a business owner, your primary responsibility is not to maximize shareholder value, but to solve a problem for a niche within the market. If you cannot do that, the market will let you know, even if the way they tell you is just by ignoring you altogether. People over profit is how fellow entrepreneur Dale Partridge sums it up in his book of the same name, which can be found in my reading list. I've said many times before that your financial success is contingent on your ability to serve others. When it comes to business, the size of your bank account often reflects the value you've added to the market. I reason that when you start with service, your business will cascade from there, and everything comes a little more natural. You can launch a service business in 60 minutes, book your first client within a couple hours, and deliver your first paid consultation within days. The feedback you receive from this model is instantaneous, so you'll know right away if your efforts are worthwhile. And if it's not working, your clients aren't satisfied, or nobody is booking you, you can ask for feedback and instantly implement it. Then either pivot, change your offer, adjust your sales pitch, or tweak your audience altogether. It's simple, lean, and costs next to nothing to start up and operate. The benefits and experience you receive from working directly with clients have a dramatic impact down the line on your success as you grow, offer more robust, systemized services, and scale your business into productized services and automated offerings. You just don't get that experience, level of understanding, instant feedback, and reputation by cutting the line and not putting in the time and effort. We will get there, and you will thank yourself by starting with service. Because no matter how automated or productized your business, service is always at the core of what you provide, even if it comes in the form of an online course like this. I say, start with service, not start with serving yourself. I want to let you know about what I call the triple threat business model. In the entertainment industry, a triple threat is considered to be one of the most entertaining and hireable performers, as they can sing, dance, and act. Think Sammy Davis Jr. in the mid-1900s, and Hugh Jackman, J-Lo, or Jamie Foxx nowadays. In business, we can employ what I call the triple threat business model, using a combination of one-to-one service, recurring revenue, and one-to-many digital products. Here's the strategy I think makes the most sense from a business growth standpoint. Offer number 1. Offer a minimum viable service, which will eventually become your flagship service as you validate and grow it. First, start with the minimum viable service offering to generate initial cash flow in your business. Instead of wasting time preparing our products and services before starting our business, just launch already, okay? With an MVS, it's easy to get started. There's zero overhead cost, and you can quickly validate an idea and book your first paying clients. Create a feedback loop with your clients, iterate and improve your service delivery, grow your professional network, encourage and reward clients for referring you to their network, and raise your rates. Eventually, your MVS will become your flagship service offering and should generate significant cash flow as you command higher rates. Offer number 2, generate recurring revenue with a retainer or subscription. Second, incorporate recurring revenue as soon as possible. Recurring revenue is like liquid gold for your business because it's predictable income you can rely on each and every month. And for entrepreneurs and business owners, predictable income is amazing. It's why most employees don't want to start businesses because they don't want to let go of their predictable income. When you start your own business and you are an entrepreneur and you offer services and even products, predictable income is tricky. So use your skills to offer an ongoing product or service on a monthly retainer. Website maintenance, regular consulting and coaching calls, design strategy, copywriting, coaching, teaching, and so on. And offer number 3, create a one-to-many intro product, also known as what I call an income bridge. So create a one-to-many introductory product that can sell behind the scenes and generate passive income for your business and attract new leads for your retainer or premium service offerings. I call this an income bridge because, as a general rule, service-based income for freelancers and consultants can be volatile and unpredictable, but the passive income generated from a digital product can bridge the valley between your income peaks. So you make a surplus of income and revenue one month, that can carry you through that low month while you make it to the next month. And the bridge, the income bridge, the sales from your passive income product can bridge you across that valley, that dip. A one-to-many digital product can serve as an introduction to your full service offerings and gives your early customers a taste of the value you have to offer without needing to commit too much time or energy in you. An online course, ebook, software, live workshops, and downloadable templates or workbooks are some examples of digital products. Combine these 3 offers and you have a triple threat revenue generating powerhouse. So let's imagine a couple hypothetical yet realistic scenarios using our triple threat model. Let's say you need to generate a minimum monthly income of $3,000 to cover the basics. Your offerings may include the following: a primary tailored service offering priced at $1,000, a monthly retainer for $300 a month, and a bi-weekly live workshop for $25 per registrant. You'll need to book 1 primary offering per month at $1,000, sign 5 total retainer clients at $300 per month, and sell 20 seats at $25 a pop for your online workshop each month for a total of $3,000 in monthly revenue. So let's take a look at a hypothetical yet entirely possible scenario for a 6-figure service business. Increase and systemize your efforts, encourage referrals, incorporate paid advertising and content marketing, and you can boost these numbers even more. So sell 1 primary offering per month at $2,000, book 10 retainer clients at $500 per month, and sell 50 seats per month at $25 to your workshop. That's $99,000 in annual revenue. Are you frustrated like me that you're only $1,000 away from 6 figures? Change your workshop price to $27 and you've just crossed the 6-figure mark. These examples are hypothetical, of course. That said, it's entirely realistic for many service-based businesses in various niches and industries to achieve these numbers. But getting yourself to that point will take time, effort, guidance, and persistence. So stick it out with me and see it through. I want to see you reach your potential. Whether that means your goal is a profitable side hustle to bring some extra income for your family, or a 6-figure empire that really makes a difference. We've learned quite a lot about different business models in the last few lessons. In our all right, what do we think, folks? What do we think about our triple threat business model? What do we think about the preview of the course? I just gave you a 10.5-minute lesson, totally free, behind the scenes, fresh off of the video editor. I don't know. I just exported that lesson today, and we are chipping away at adding more and more content to this course. It is huge, no holds barred, and it is the best quality in terms of my writing, in terms of my production quality, in terms of the filming, in terms of the resources. We have everything from reading lists to additional resources. We have study guides, transcripts, scripts for every lesson. Every video is closed captioned for our hard of hearing or deaf students. And we've been getting amazing feedback from the students who already have access to launch. And so that's just a sampling. That 10-minute video is just a sampling of the value that you're going to get in launch. I'm really excited about it. And this isn't a pitch or anything like this. This isn't some secret sales webinar or anything. I let you know when you're on a sales webinar, and I can really get into that zone. But this is just behind the scenes, letting you know, answering some questions, giving you a little sample, and giving you that for free, that lesson. It's probably one of my favorite lessons in that module. In that module specifically, I get you... I give you a bunch of business model ideas, some examples, a bunch of earning potentials. I illustrate a bunch of examples, and the triple threat business model is this. I'm not going to say it's my signature way or anything, but it's something I've been using, and it's something I've been employing and teaching people, or at least saying in live webinars and live streams, and realizing this is legit. This is something that really works, whether you're starting your business and you want to grow it a little bit more, like you want to scale up that side hustle, or you are looking to really get yourself into that six-figure club, that coveted six-figure club. And that's not to sound pretentious or anything dumb like that, but it's just if you're ready for your business to hit that six-figure mark, you can't just do it by sheer force. It's by strategy. It's not by luck. It's by making the right choices and knowing the way to do it. So I want to help you get to that point, whether it's just a profitable side hustle, like I said in the video, or it's how to scale yourself up and take your full-time business into the big leagues. Maybe you can tell your wife or your husband, you don't have to work at your job anymore. You can come home and be with the kids, start your own business, or focus on that passion or that project that you've always wanted to, because this business is generating enough. And that's what I want. That's what I want for you. That's what I want you to be able to have, that option. So I'm just going to close this. There we go. So that's what this is all about. That's why I wanted to share that lesson with you. Let's see, people. I want to read your feedback on this so far. I'm going to switch cameras for a sec. Suzanne says, I love this. Great speaker and mentor you are, says Glitch Player. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Mary Jo, #building an empire. You've probably seen my my hustling kind of joking video. Snuck in here. Awesome. Good to see you, Mary Jo. And Michael says, I believe the difference between you and others that do similar teachings is you are more involved and the energy comes through. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you, Michael. That's awesome. I really like that. I'm very passionate about what I do. And you know what? This field of online education and teaching people how to do certain things in business, there are a lot of really legit people that I look up to, such as Pat Flynn, Tim Ferriss. Let's see. There's some others, Chandler Bolt. There's a bunch of people that are really legit and really love what they do and care about the people who give them the time, and they're very grateful for it. And for me, that's the same thing. I'm very grateful and very, very blessed that you care to pay attention to this guy. So it's my calling to add value and to help people start businesses and use what it is, the gifts and talents that they have, to do something that matters and that has an impact, and to feel like you have control over the aspects of your life that you want. So you have the freedom that you were created to have. So I'm really excited about that. And so anyway, Michael, I really appreciate your kind words. It's not poisonous. I'm glad that comes through. Let's see. Also, this is why I do these Q&As. If people want behind the scenes, a lot of the time they get the polished Brad, they get the end result, they get the nice coding tutorial or video or blog post or course, and it's all polished and very curated, and that's on purpose, because if you're paying for something of mine, I want it to be the absolute best and be worth at least 10, 50, or 100 times what you paid for. I want that surplus, that value to be there. I don't want you to pay for something and go, this is stupid, why didn't I just watch a YouTube video, which is what you get with a lot of courses and things nowadays. I want to stand out in terms of quality of content, guidance, direction, leadership, and value, and even the technology. I want it to look great, so you can enjoy it. Let's see. Quang Tran says, I would like to know about WordPress freelancing. Maybe we will add that question to the Trello board. I'll try to get to it shortly. Bailey says, $5? I don't know what your question's about. Good question. $5. What about $5? Right? Let me switch cameras. Might as well use the good one. I can't believe this is happening in Canada. Can you clarify what you mean by that, Quang? And I hope I'm getting your name right. What is the regular rate for a simple WordPress task? That will be in the Trello board. I'll try and get to that. Harold, hey Harold, how's it going? Only going to be here for a while. That's awesome. Everybody say hi to Harold. He is our deaf student at Freelancing Freedom, and we specifically make sure all of our videos are closed captioned so that he can watch the videos, action it, and he's starting his own business and helping the deaf community, hard of hearing, for starting up websites and designing websites for hard of hearing businesses and closed captioning, things like that. So he's doing some really cool stuff for the deaf community. So hi, Harold. Joy, hey Brad, truly believe that you love your audience and students. Hi, Alea. Yes, I really do. And I'm glad to have Alea on board because she shares the same passion for you guys. Okay, Mary Jo, great production. Can't wait to get into the course materials. Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to start answering some questions now that we've gone through the comments. We have a question from Sajid or Saeed. Saeed asks, does freelancing really work these days? Like, if we think practically, the way the technology is advancing with cloud tech and other stuff, does freelancing make a person/family ends meet? I'm a full stack engineer working in an MNC wherein I'm proficient in Node, Java, Angular, React. Quick little disclaimer here, folks. This is one of those coding questions I was telling you about. So don't go away and be like, oh, this is a coding live stream. Oh my gosh, no, I got to go away and goes blah, 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 blah. No, this is, there's going to be people asking coding questions and things like that. So listen in because the rest of it's still going to be relevant to you. Okay. All the things. Saeed is talented at all of the coding languages, everybody. He's good at everything. And he said, yes, I worked so hard to have this stack. Congratulations. I know that that's a lot of work. And I often see your interesting headlines in my mail about freelancing, which makes me want to try. But then again, to what extent will that be a success? I see hundreds and thousands of freelancers out there who are already grabbed most of the clients. What scope would a newbie freelancer have? I did read your long articles in my mail. I'm still unsure about this. I can relate most of my daily life. Okay, Saeed. Okay, that was a beefy one. Let me see if I can give you like the abridged to the point answer. Anyone can start a business. Anyone can start a freelance business. And the reason why I'm talking about freelancing specifically is because, as you saw in that video, the triple threat business model, starting with service is important. Starting with service is key. Because anyone can start. Within minutes, you can decide, I'm going to start a service-based business. Within hours, you can have a basic website up, and you can have a minimum viable solution. You can determine an audience, a group of people you want to help, and an offer you want to put in front of them. So maybe that's building websites, or maybe that's building apps. Say if you're really technically inclined, you're going to go with the skills that you have on hand, and you're going to try and find the group of people that you want to help, deliver a minimum viable solution. You can have a service-based business within a day or so, and you could literally be in business. So anyone can do this. You have an internet connection. You're talking to me on the other side of the world. You have the ability to serve people anywhere in the world. Now, that said, the cultures of different parts of the world. So if you're overseas, you're in Europe, or if you're like in India or Asia, or Asia, and yeah. So if you're in like Africa, if you're in India, if you're in certain countries, it might be your geographical location. Working in those constraints, trying to get clients in your specific country or your specific continent, rather, might be a bit difficult. But the thing is, you have an internet connection, so you have access to anyone. Now, let me try and keep myself on track here. If you want to get a job as a web developer, and it sounds like you've got a really great full stack and you're a really talented engineer, that's amazing. If you want to get a job like that, or if you want to work from home as a contractor, then you can do that. You have that ability. You clearly have a talent, and there's a need for web developers. It's one of the higher paid professions out there. There's a lot of demand out there, of course, and competition, but you got to stand out in various different ways. Now, that's why I don't like the employee method, the employee mindset, the employee direction, because in order to stand out, you just have to add to that stack, or be the best, or be the loudest, or be the cheapest. And you're kind of a commodity. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be a valuable asset, an investment in somebody else's life and business. So that's why I say start a business. And you could start from your computer online. Within the next few hours, you can get something out there. You can post something on Facebook, say that you're building websites, these type of websites for these type of people. Or if you want to go general, you say, I'm building websites for new businesses in the area. If you want to get on my introductory client launch rate, put me in touch with somebody or send me a message. And if you know anyone who wants this, share this with them. I'll give you $50, $100 for referring a paying client to me. It's easy to get started just like that. So if you want, getting to the end of your question, so what scope would a newbie freelancer have? I want that sort of life, but I don't know if it's possible. Now, you are comparing yourself to freelancers on websites like Fiverr and Upwork and freelancer.com or guru.com or whatever they're called. In that market, yes, you're a commodity. People are just looking for the cheapest freelancer possible. I'm talking about not being a freelancer in that regard. I'm talking about you start with service. You start your business. I'm talking about starting a business. You might be confused about the freelancing title, especially nowadays when freelancing is all about cheap freelancers on Upwork or whatever. I kind of want to change that in my own little pocket. Because freelancing it's been around forever. It's someone who's a free agent and who's ready to start taking work. And nowadays it's been kind of kerjumbled into this, this nonsense of, find a freelancer for $2 an hour. I'm talking about starting a business and starting with freelancing, growing into a high value consultant, commanding higher rates, and then ultimately becoming a business owner who's running a business with maybe a small team of 1 or 2, maybe more if you want to start an agency, and then elevate into that higher level of entrepreneurship. That's what freelancing freedom means. So you can do this, Saeed. It's not easy at all. So that's a thing. If you want to avoid that, then okay, maybe it's not for you. But that's why I'm creating this material and creating Launch, because I want people to see you can do this. It's not easy. But if you want something more out of the life that you've been created for, then and you feel like you're called to, start your own business, you have something within you that you want to share or create or contribute, you want to add value in the way that you simply can't within the constraints of just a 9-to-5 daily grind or anything like that, then that's what this is about. So I hope that helps give you some thoughts. Saeed, you can do this. It is possible. If you want to be an employee, we need employees, and we need talented employees with full stack engineering skills like you. So it's up to you with the direction you want to go. Both have their pros and cons and challenges. For me, I'm trying to find that group of people who are ready to take back their time and do something with the talents and abilities that they have, and forge a path that might not be an easy one, but is certainly a rewarding one. I hope that helps. Okay, another question. Cool. Oh, nice. You guys are asking a lot of questions. I'll try my best to get to them here. Quang says, I got your ideas. General freelance market platforms are very bad. That's right. They compete in a race to the bottom. Yes, and you do not want to compete in a race to the bottom. Nobody wants that for you. Okay. Okay, I got some more questions here. So we got Saeed. We got a question from Wayne. And it's not actually a question. It's just, hi from Nashville. Love it. Hi, Wayne. Never been to Nashville, but I hear it's a wonderful place. I love the show Nashville. I like country music. And my parents have been to Nashville, and they say it's a wonderful, beautiful place. So hi from Nashville. I love that. Love it. Okay, next question. We got Glitch Player asks, so what? Should I just start with lowest rates and freelance networks or just do the social media challenge? Don't go on those websites. No. I hope that's not what you got from my answer. Those websites are, they're an option. If you want to exhaust that as an option, sure. But you're going to find it really quickly that you're going to have to race to the bottom. You're going to have to compete really low prices. And it's just, no good, okay? It's just too difficult. I couldn't tell you how to succeed on those websites because I don't know how to succeed as a commodity. But what I do know how to do is succeed as a valuable asset and resource and investment in other people's lives and businesses. And that's what I want for you too, okay? Now, Glitch Player, yeah, you could do the social media challenge. That's the start, but that's not the sustainable way to grow. There's a lot more to it, and that's why I said it's simple, but it's not easy. And starting the social media challenge, that's how you can start. It's a way, what the social media challenge is, and if anyone who wants to know what the social media challenge is, it's what I referred to in my workshops and my webinars, and just a few moments ago when I said, post on Facebook that you're open for business and you're building websites or you're offering coaching or you're doing whatever your industry and niche is, whatever your service is, your minimum viable service, the thing you want to get paid for. I'm taking on clients for X. If you or anyone you know wants to book me to do X, then hit me up, send me a message. And if you refer a paying client to me, I'll give you $50 or $100. That's how you start. And what that does is it removes a barrier that everybody here says, oh, you know, when the time's right, I'll launch my business. When I get more skills, when I do this, when I have my baby, when my baby's 10, when my baby's 15, when my baby's 18, when I'm retired, blah, 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 blah. Excuses, 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 excuses. That's all they are. And I'm not trying to be mean to you because I make excuses all the time. And all it is just a way of protecting yourself from the scariness of unventured, unknown territory for your life. So what the social media challenge does is it removes that barrier and goes, haha, yeah, you can do it. And yeah, it's a little scary. And hey, look, people actually want to hire you. What are you going to do about it? Okay. So that's what that is. Oh, I love these when I get fired up. Okay. Questions. Michael, how do you best organize client accounts? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I want to know. Can you clarify? While I'm maybe waiting for your clarification there, Michael, I'm going to assume that you're talking about when you get a client and you have multiple clients, how do you keep track and organization of who's who and what's what and whose invoices are overdue and what the estimates are for this, and maintaining communication and client communication and general client relationship management. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. If that's the case, which I think it is, some great tools. I used to do this manually where you just have folders on your computer, and that's a mess. Don't do that, by the way. What you want to do is simple software. QuickBooks Online is a software that I use, but maybe for new freelancers or new business owners who are just starting out, something like Dubsado, Dubsado. Alea, maybe you can put just the titles of what I'm saying, the software, in the chat box. And if anybody has any suggestions, throw them up there as well. Michael says, yes. Very excited. Michael's very excited. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I got thrown off there, Michael. Also, there's a delay. There's like a 20-second delay in the live feed. So your comments are a bit delayed to whatever. Anyway. So Dubsado, QuickBooks. There's other ones like Harvest is one that I used to use. I don't know if it's as popular of an option anymore. Let's see. FreshBooks is another one. Alea says HoneyBooks. Wave is another one. Yes. Michael, you say Evernote is something that you use, and you can, just keep a track of it like that. But I think you need something more that manages it for you. So QuickBooks, FreshBooks, Wave is a good one. Dubsado. Client and relationship management is AndCo, ANDCO. Yes, these are great options. And that for me, CRM, client relationship management, invoice software, expense tracking, that sort of stuff. Usually that's all bundled together in one software for new freelancers, consultants, and business owners. That was the very first software. Actually, mine was Ballpark. I don't know if it's even a thing anymore. Get Ballpark. That was the first software I paid for as a freelancer. Everything I used up until that point was free or manual tracking because I was super cheap and didn't want to spend any money on anything. But that was the first thing I paid for. It was like $9 a month. And for me, that was like, oh my gosh, $9 a month. You're trying to make me go poor here? What's going on? But it was the best. And then it went to $19 a month or something like that. But it was the best investment I ever made at the beginning of my freelance career because I was able to keep track of invoices, accept payments online, see my income reports, see my expenses, communicate to clients, remind them of overdue bills and invoices, everything like that. And it blew my mind. I went, oh my gosh, this solves a huge problem for me. And for anyone who, that's what this is all about. Business is about solving problems. That's all it is. You find a group of people you care about, you find out the problems that they have, and you use your skills and abilities to solve that problem for them. That's business. That's it. Whether you're in the lawn care business, you're in the parent coaching business, you're in the sports industry, you're in the online education industry, you're in the tech industry, you're in the, law industry, the health industry, anything like that. It's all business is, solving problems. If you think it's anything other than that, then you are wrong. Okay. Now, there's a lot more to it, of course. It's not just that. It's very complicated and it can get really deep under that. But at its surface level core, business is about solving problems for the market. That's it. So why did I get on that? Why did I get there? The software solved a big problem for me. So went off on that tangent there for a sec. So I hope these gave you some options there, Michael. These are some pretty good options there from people in the chat too. Let's see. Asana is great for project management and using Zapier to hook things together and automate. That's a good option. You can do things like that because it's more of a free option, low budget option. But if you want to get into more hands off, invest in software to take care of it for you. Okay, another question here. We got Aaron. Aaron, what's up? How's it going, Aaron? Okay, Aaron says, when it comes to getting new clients and sending proposals, what are some best practices for when people ghost on you, even after sending follow-ups? Aaron's getting ghosted. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Aaron. First of all, that sucks. Some people are not very nice and just don't know how to deal with conflict or don't know how to be decent human beings. So first of all, okay. Getting that out of the way. Also know that some people just don't know how to communicate. They're busy. They don't first assume that they're just bad people. They might just have missing your emails. They're busy. They're doing what a lot of us do. They see an email come up and someone's asking something of us and we're just like, I'll get to that tomorrow. Snooze until tomorrow. Snooze until tomorrow. Snooze until tomorrow. And you keep snoozing that. And then you go like, oh my gosh, it's been like 48 days of snoozing that person. I should probably get back to them, but I don't know, maybe they'll just go away. And it's not because they don't want you or like you. Maybe some cases, yeah, they don't want to work with you, but you could just call them out on that. Give them a phone call, knock on their door, go to their business, whatever it is, and say, hey, if you want to pass on the project, that's totally fine. I need to free up a spot. So I have this reserved for you. I've made sure to block off time just for you. But if you want to pass on this and you want to go an alternative route, then just let me know. No hard feelings, because I need to free up the spot for somebody who wants it right now, and I don't have the space when I have you taking up the spot on the calendar. So if you want to let me know if you want to get started, I'm ready to go. I'm all yours. Otherwise, I gotta put you on the I got to put you aside and I need your confirmation. I don't want you to give away your spot if you're still wanting it. I get if you're busy, yada, yada, yada. Does that make sense? Okay. Call them out on it in a respectful, professional, gentlemanly manner. Okay. So yeah, even after you send follow-ups and stuff, sometimes people are busy. Sometimes people are, avoiding you because they don't want to spend the time writing an email because they're busy. Even a lot of people just they still want to work with you, but they don't have the time to just write an email. And they still want to work with you, but they're just like, so much thought power going to go into this email. I just don't, phone them. It's easier to use your voice than it is to text it, type it. So I do live streams. Can you imagine if I did like weekly, like typing Q&As? That'd be so exhausting. And I would stop it so fast. You wouldn't even know that it existed. Okay, so there we go. Good question, Aaron. I hope that helped answer your question. Okay. Cool. Okay, next question. John, what's up? John, let's get your question here. John says, is there a certain amount to start a business, like even for a startup to work? John, can you clarify for me what you mean by, is there a certain amount to start a business? Do you mean a certain amount of time? Do you mean a certain amount of money, seed money, initial capital, investment? What is it that you're referring to there? I'm going to assume while I'm waiting for your response, if you're still here, John, is there a certain amount of money? That's a question you got to ask yourself. It's actually in the launch course. There's a section about validating your business ideas and knowing what is it that is required of you in terms of time and money. When you start up your business, is it going to require you purchasing some software in order for you to deliver your minimum viable solution to your client? Do you need anything? Do you need a computer? Okay, that's a cost. Do you need insurance? Maybe you're in like a high risk market. I don't know, whatever. Maybe you're in like the law industry and you want to make sure you're protected. Okay, maybe there's some insurance involved. You can get incorporated or, get an LLC or anything like that if you really want to. But you can also just start up as a sole proprietor and then use your own judgment. If you're unsure about certain areas, reach out to a professional, call an attorney or a lawyer, an accountant, and find out, do I need to cover this and this and this? But in terms of just like delivering a solution to a client and just saying I'm officially in business, you don't really have to do much. Now, that specifically is coming from my perspective here in Canada. I can literally go out on the street, knock on my neighbor's door and go, hey neighbor, just Brad from across the road. I'm starting up a lawn mowing business, in fact, and I'm offering you my number one client spot. I can mow your lawn, and then there you go. I'm officially in the market, right? So you can do that. But, your question, is there a certain amount to start up the business, a certain amount of money? Really depends on your business model, your clients, your industry, but really you can start pretty lean when you're starting with service. You can almost start from zero cost and zero time. As Alea says, to back me up here, the cost will vary depending on your business and resource needed to operate. Exactly. So for me to operate my business at this point, you gradually get there. Brad, when I started as a full-time freelancer in 2012, wow, that was a long time ago. My operating costs were literally zero. I had a computer already. I bought software after like month 2 and losing track of some invoices. So like $10 a month. That was it. Okay. Internet bill, but we use internet anyway. We moved to a cheaper apartment or building, so the rent was less. But, Brad 2012 would see Brad 2019's business expenses and go, right? Okay. But as you grow, your expenses will grow. Ideally you keep them in check so that as your profit, as your revenue grows, your profit margin remains large, and even expands. Sometimes you have to spend money to make money. In fact, that's the case a lot of the time. But when you're starting out, you don't really have to spend much at all. Hope that helps, John. A good question. Really good question. John says, that really makes sense for someone living in a third world country and earning just minimum salary, even as a web developer. Alea says, to start, cost me nothing but headaches. Kidding. She says kidding, but she's not actually kidding. She's like totally telling the truth. Right? Right. Okay, let's see. More questions. Oh, this is fun. Okay, a few more minutes. We got 9 minutes of these. See if I can get a few more questions. Ooh, you guys are asking questions like awesome. Okay, we got a question from Quang. Is it Quang or Quang? Please let me know. Actually, it's hard for you to pronounce it, so forgive me from pronouncing your name wrong. I'm trying my best. Quang Tran. I'd like to know about WordPress freelancing jobs. I see a lot of clients considering this is a very easy job, so they just pay $5, a flat rate for doing tasks of WordPress jobs. What's a regular rate for a simple WordPress task? Good question, Quang. That is on the commodity market. If I want someone to do like a WordPress job for me for really cheap, then yeah, sure, okay. But you're in the market where people don't really care the results that they get. They're not looking for like real value. They're just like looking for someone to just get a job done quickly. And there's a market for that. That's fine. If you want to compete in that market, good luck. I don't know how to help you with that. Be loud, be cheap, be fast. I don't know. But that's not what I preach. I don't like that. That's no way to support your family, right? That's difficult. So what I suggest is that you find a group of people that you care about. Oh, autofocus. Hold on. I'm a little blurry there. There we go. Find a group of people that you care about. Discover what it is that their problem is. What keeps them up at night. A niche. Find a niche of people. What are the things that you care about? Groups, communities. What are your passions? Are you involved in like a group of people, an industry, church groups, nonprofits, animals, children, health and wellness, relationships, physical well-being, bodybuilding, development, whatever it is, whatever your thing is, what's the group of people you care about and what are the problems that they struggle with and how can you use your skills and abilities, which you have, Quang, that you can do to solve problems for them. Don't try and make a living on Upwork, okay? Some people can. Some people can. But that's like that's just playing a luck game. That's all that is, I think. And you can't build a living around luck. It's about making the right choices, and that's what this is all about. And that's what Launch is all about. So get on the waiting list for Launch. It's down there in the description of the video, this live stream. bradhussey.ca/launch. Get on the waiting list and you'll get your revenue roadmap. In fact, Quang, you can actually check that out and you'll get the revenue roadmap for free, and maybe that'll help give you some thoughts. In fact, I've had some responses saying, oh man, I did this revenue roadmap and it gave me a lot of ideas. I'm super excited. Thank you so much. When can I sign up for the course? I hope that's the case for you too. And I hope that helped give you an answer there, Quang. Okay. James, is the Photoshop cloud package worth the monthly fees? The latest version is key for me. Storage. Yes, James, I hesitated quite a bit to do the Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, and I just subscribed for the $19 or $20 a month, one software. So I just subscribed to Photoshop. It sucked at first, but whatever. When you get a client, charge them an extra $20, or if you take 3 months to do the job, $60, give them a $60 administration and contingency fee, and that takes care of your subscription. Boom, business expense right there, tax benefit. If you're in Canada, I don't know how it works in the States. Probably similar. Let's see. Okay, we got Quang's question answered. Bailey, hey Bailey, how's it going? Any questions regarding registering a business? When is it worth getting a lawyer versus using sites like LegalZoom? Maybe Alea, you can speak to this question, because I know, one, you're American, and two, you have some knowledge about this area. So one, I'm not American, so I can't really give you legal advice. No one here is giving you legal advice, by the way. If you want legal advice, you got to go to a lawyer, talk to an attorney, talk to a lawyer friend. But in terms of recommendations and stuff, I think Alea might be able to give you a little bit of an idea there for registering a business. I know here in Canada, if you want to start up a sole proprietorship, you could just walk into like the license and registry office and say, hey, I want to register my business name. Pull up a name list and you can just register your name. Boom, you're done. You're in business as a sole proprietor. Your income is tracked as your personal income. If you want to have a corporation, you incorporate, or in the States, LLC, things like that. When is it worth getting a lawyer versus just using a site like LegalZoom? I'm not really sure. I've heard a lot of good things about LegalZoom, but it really depends on your situation and scenario. If you're just starting out, I don't know, it depends on your industry. You might not need to, go that route until you start making some income. So yeah, maybe I'll leave if anyone has any thoughts on that. I'm not the total expert on that subject when it comes to American, system. Mary Jo, I'm changing niches, if picking one at all. Networking is really working for me on clients. I just get stuck on picking a niche for marketing. How do I keep doing marketing without knowing the niche? You just got to workshop it, Mary. You got to spend some time trying to figure out the different categories, the different groups of people that you want to help. List out a bunch of different industries and areas and groups and communities and things like that you are passionate about, from passions to groups, communities, industries, organizations. So yeah, just spend some time workshopping and figuring out some ideas. The niche, we have a tool called the Niche Profitability Calculator. Maybe Alea, when you have a moment, if you can link up the Niche Profitability Calculator, it's a tool that we put together. Mary Jo, you may have even used it, but I'd recommend you try it out again. In the new course, we talk about niche quite a bit. We actually have it's quite a bit more material on niche, minimum viable audience, things like that. But you said networking is really working for me on clients. That's great. You just get stuck on picking a niche for marketing. Now, it's okay to start kind of a bit more generalized and then finding out of that. So this is like taking the spaghetti, throwing it up on the wall and trying to see what sticks. So you might be just doing that approach, and that's okay too. That's the spaghetti on the wall approach. I'm calling that right now. Spaghetti on the wall approach. You throw it all up there. You're good at throwing spaghetti up on the wall, metaphorically speaking, and you see what sticks. So you find that 20% of the clients that give you 80% of the income and happiness and joy and value. So you might be good at getting all different types of clients, but you go, these clients are where I want to focus. I'm most happy with these clients. These are the clients that give me the best feedback or the best testimonials. They pay on time, and I really like working in that industry or in that general area. So think about that, and then maybe you want to focus on that area. So just some thoughts there, Mary Jo. I hope that helps. Thank you for the question. Couple quick little questions here in the chat box, and then we're going to wrap it up so we can be respectful of everyone's time and keep this within our hour scheduled time. Okay. Where are we here? Lots of comments. This is a great live stream, by the way. Thank you everyone for coming. Really grateful for you. This is one of my favorite ones so far. Glitched player, how do you work with friends? It's hard not to lose a relationship when charging them for time and skills. Like Alea says, friends and family are not always your target audience and might not be a good place for you to actually look for clients. Just keep friends and business, friends and commerce separate, for the most part. Unless they're hiring you as a legit client, or, they're actually hiring you and they're paying your normal rates, that sort of stuff. You want to keep that. That's a little bit of a tricky area. Let's see. Mary Jo, I thought you'd say that. Yes. Bailey, all right. Thank you. It sounds similar to Canada. Just trying to figure out which one is best for me. And Alea's giving you some advice there. I appreciate that. Taking care of that, Alea. John, gotta go. Want to say thanks. Good to see you here, John. Thanks for coming. Glitch player, it's just I have a lot of friends. Oh, we're talking about the friends thing. Okay. Mary Jo, I've used it. Got to jump around for a while. Tried the creatives, no go. I'm hoping more clients will help clarify. Yes. Play the field a little bit. Throw the spaghetti on the wall. See what sticks. Find the 20% that gets you 80% of the results and the value and the income. Creative types are hard to serve in certain ways. If you understand what their problem is and you can develop a solution specific to that, and you can find a business structure and model, maybe it's a recurring business model. Maybe it's a small fee, a monthly fee to take care of such and such for them. Maybe it's not. they're not your one-to-one flagship offering clients. They don't have $5,000 to spare for a large marketing campaign or whatever it is, but maybe they have $99 a month for your, recurring retainer to take care of the low-hanging fruit, that you can then outsource to a team member or a virtual assistant while you get other clients and you do that. So, or maybe you develop a small product or an intro product, ebook, little course, video series, and you sell a small product, that introductory product, the income bridge that we talked about in the triple threat business model. Maybe you give that, and you sell that to that niche of people while you find the people who are willing to pay for your higher rates. So just some ideas there. Mary Jo, I understand their problem. I think they'd be great for a DIY course. Not really. Yes. Sounds like I'm giving you some ideas here. Yes. So that's the thing. You might think that your niche is not viable because they're cheap or they don't have budgets or whatever. So like artists and creatives and actors and musicians notoriously don't have money. Okay, I can say that because I come from that background. So I'm not saying that from a rude standpoint. I'm saying it from an experience standpoint. But they still have a problem that they are willing to have solved, but probably not for your $5,000 premium rate. They don't have the money for that. That's not an investment. That's just like putting them out of life. But maybe a $50 product, like a small course or a small ebook or a physical product of some sort, or a hybrid digital physical product combination, subscription service, series, whatever it is. There's lots of different ideas: downloadables, assets, graphics, printables, guides, workbooks, physical books, real books. There's lots of ideas here that we talk about in the course really heavily, actually, in the module 4. And we talk about that. And maybe it's just your offer is wrong. The offer you're positioning to that niche is not right. Some niches, like law firms who are looking to really up their game and to be the top dog in the market, they're going to pay big prices because they when they get one client, there's $100,000 for their business or something like that. So, and if you can get them those clients, then boom, you could charge them whatever the heck you want to charge them because they don't care. Your small $50,000 project just got them 2 years of clients. Thank you very much. That's a return on investment if I ever saw one. But the actor who's like, I need a portfolio and a film reel, and I only have $50. You go, okay, well, I put together a course and some tools and software that shows you exactly how to do that. And it's $49, and I give you all the tools. I give you some discounts on software so that you can get that started. And here's how to do it. In fact, here's just a template that I built for you for actors. You could buy it for $40 and install it. If you want me to take care of X, Y, and Z, I'm $50 an hour. It's only going to take 2 hours. So $150 investment in your business, in your acting career, boom, that should take care of it for you. Some ideas. Alea, thanks for sharing the niche tool. Mary Jo, bam, thanks. It was the route I was going, but I also tried to pitch high products too, totally on the same level. See, Mary Jo, you don't want to pitch the high product on people who are in that lower market. You want to pitch the low hanging fruit, the low product, the intro product, and you want to bring them along the journey to show that your value is there, your expertise is there. And as you grow, you take them into that funnel, you establish trust, they see your value, and they go, and you teach them how to do it themselves. From there, they go, I really like this person. They're really good. Maybe I should just have them do it for me. So, for example, Mary Jo, you're a customer of mine, just to be totally clear and transparent and honest here. You probably started by joining my free email course because you weren't going to give me like $500 up front. No way, no how. I wouldn't ever expect that of you. But you go, this guy's email series is actually pretty legit and very helpful. And I like that video, or that was a funny thing, or I like that. Okay. But now what... you go from there, and then I say, hey, I actually created a $5 product that helps you do X, Y, and Z, takes this to the next level. It's yours if you want it. You're like, okay, sure. Here's $5. What's $5? I trust you enough for $5. And then I go, hey, I'm launching my big course called the Freelancing Freedom Course. It's $500 or $400 or $1,000, whatever the package was. And then you go, okay, I think I want that because I see what you're promising. I see what you've helped me with before. Yeah, I'm willing to do that. And then as we move through this like journey, there's going to be certain things that I make that you're going to go, no, not for me. But if you make that, yeah, I'm all in. And if I make that thing and it lines up with what you need, solves a problem for you, I've already established that trust. We have that relationship already and rapport established. You go, yeah, no, if I give you $1,000, I know that you're going to turn that into $2,000. That's the idea that you want with your clients. Okay. Okay. So I know I promised to close this up a few minutes ago. So, we've had great questions and I really, really appreciate it. So, this is awesome. Glitch player. You're going to think about a course to use WordPress for other CMSs. Now, Glitch, think about your audience. Who are you teaching the WordPress stuff to? Is it just the general market? There's a lot of that out there. But if it's a specific group of people, are you helping certain type of people, certain industry, certain niche, certain audience do that? That's what you got to think about. That's how you're going to differentiate yourself. Radawayne says, launch is replacing which course in your website? Freelancing Freedom course, the Freelancing Freedom Masterclass. My big one, it's replacing that. And I'm creating 4 total courses. Launch is the first one, Systemize is the second, Productize is the third, and Elevate is the fourth. Those names might change as we go through, but the first one is official, and that's Launch, coming out soon. Get on the waiting list. In fact, let me just switch over to this so you can see your free gift and get on the waiting list. Get on the waiting list for the Launch course and get your revenue roadmap for free. It's a free gift from me to you. I really appreciate everybody here. Thank you so much. I'm going to wrap this up now to go have some supper, make some food for the fam jam. And yeah, I'm just grateful for you guys. This is amazing. And what do you think about my new camera setup here? The live stream. Like, this was pretty cool. I look pretty professional. I'm loving it. And it worked really well. Went off without a hitch. I can really see using this in the future for my live streams and for everything like that. So I really appreciate you. I'm grateful for everybody here. Get on the wait list. There's the revenue roadmap. That's yours for free. It's going to help you know the viability of your business idea in any niche, in any category, in any industry. I'm not just teaching web developers how to get clients. I'm teaching people who want to have a more control and embrace the freedom that they were created to have. Everybody has a gift and an ability and a talent within them that they have. Everybody has that. And if you want to use those to serve others and create a business and grow something that matters to you and makes a difference in your family and in your life and in your community and in the market that you're looking to serve and help, that's what I'm here to help you do. I get up and I get excited to come down here every day in my home studio to help people like you start businesses that they love, that actually make a difference and that actually matter. So that's what I'm all about. That's what I spend my time thinking about. And I want to help you. That's why I created the brand new launch course. It's going to be coming out soon. We're going to be taking pre-orders soon. So you're going to want to get yourself on that waiting list. It's right there. Grab the roadmap for a free gift and you'll be on the waiting list. We'll let you know as soon as pre-orders are available. Pre-orders will be the lowest price we will offer launch for. It's going to be a reasonable price, but specifically that pre-order price is going to be very appealing for you, especially if I'm new for you and you don't quite trust me yet. And I get that, okay? But if this live stream served as some sort of value in your life and it helped you, I really appreciate you sharing this with somebody. If you know someone who's an entrepreneur at heart, wants to start a business, share this live stream with them, share Freelancing Freedom with them, share the revenue roadmap with them, whatever you got to do. If you know someone that, this sort of thing is for them, share it with them. I'd really greatly appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you here. Have an awesome day. Have a great Thursday. Have a good weekend, because I won't see you next week. I'm taking the week off. We're having a little family vacation to get away from the colder weather right now. I mean, it's actually warming up right now. Spring is coming, but we're going to go somewhere warm for a week. So, but anyway, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have an amazing next week. Have an amazing weekend. Get on the wait list, and I'll catch you later. Cheers. Much love. God bless. Bye-bye.